What's up, guys? Justin Wolter here. We're talking about how to build round biceps. There's so much misinformation, so many myths, so much dogma, so much bullshit out there, guys, regarding arm training. So first of all, you have to understand that arms are just like any other muscle group. You got to train them hard and you got to train them heavy. Also, the reason your arms are underdeveloped and weak is because you haven't unlocked some hidden training secret. The reason people's arms suck is because they're not training them hard enough. So intensity is key. Intensity is number one when it comes to training in general, and that includes arm training, guys. So what you want to think about now is what underrated movements can we use? And I have to say the most underrated movement for bicep training has to be the chin up. That's just a pull up with a reverse grip. And when you're on the chin up, guys, make sure you get that full contraction. Stopping at the eyes isn't going to cut it now. Get that full squeeze, that max contraction on the bicep. Slowly lower yourself down, get the full stretch, and within a few weeks, guys, you're sure to see some constant, continual improvement on the biceps. And once you get to able to do 10 to 15 repetitions or so, increase the weight, put a weight belt on, add a chain, start adding weight, and progress in weights, sets, reps every single week. Next kind of myth we want to talk about here is, all these expert gurus who say, all I have to do is row and do pull-ups to see bicep growth. Well, that's bullshit, guys. Disregard that information. You have to do curls. You have to do direct arm work. Curls, curls, and curls are the key to really get that complete, rounded, Arnold Schwarzenegger type arm development. So what kind of curls do I like to implement in my training program? First, I'll say reverse curls, guys. It's another underrated component of training. So lock your elbows in at your side, use a straight bar, use an easy bar, play with keeping your wrists up, keeping your wrists down, try different variations. Get that full squeeze up top, guys. Feel the brachioradialis and bicep tying together. It's this brachioradialis that comes underneath the bicep and will push the bicep up to the surface even farther, completing that outer bicep head, which gives that really rounded look that we're going for. Next, what I like to do is just a straight up, heavy, hardcore, easy bar curl. So, the dumbbells allow for a little bit of cheating, and the barbell is a little bit hard on the wrist, so I like to do a heavy, easy bar curl for myself and most of my clients. Lock the elbows in at the side, guys. Get nice, full squeeze up top, full stretch again. Really work that easy bar curl hard. Other variations that I like is the incline dumbbell curl. So pinch those scapula back tight together. Really focus on the outer bicep. Get that full stretch, that full squeeze up top. That's going to be a huge killer for you. And make sure you get that full range of motion, guys. So many guys lack development by not stretching that fast, not getting that full stretch on the motion. Anyway, another killer move I'd say is bicep dumbbell hammer curls. I mean, I've added an inch to my arm in 1 year by doing hammer curls every single week. I was doing hammer curls with 100-pound dumbbells constantly, and people would critique my form, and there'd be some naysayers, but don't worry about that, guys. You understand that you have to keep control form to not get hurt, but when it comes to a hammer curl, there's a little bit of room for body English, a little bit of room to wiggle your body and get that extra bit of momentum. The key, though, is keep your traps locked down and stretched, and let your hips come back. Don't let your hips swing forward like most guys do. Let the hips come back and keep a nice constant tension on the biceps and really get stronger every single week. A few other things we can talk about here are rep ranges. What kind of rep ranges do you want to use? And I think so many guys don't stick with that 6 and 8 rep range. And as we said, biceps are like every other muscle. So why would you not train in that strength phase? Use that strength phase on your biceps to get guaranteed growth. So hammer out some hard, heavy sets at 6 to 8 repetitions. But if you're a guy that has an injury, you have to make that call. If you're prone to elbow injury, you may not want to stick in this rep range. So in that case, you may want to use more 15 to 20 rep sets for good measure and good pump. And as long as you're doing more sets and more reps and progressing, you'll still see growth in those biceps. Other information on biceps is the shaping myth. I mean, yeah, we can round the biceps, yeah, we can shape the biceps, but I'm going to shoot you straight, guys. I keep it real with you all the time. And understand that bicep tie-ins are genetic. So some people just have a higher tie-in than others, and you can't really necessarily change that. You may see a little bit of improvement, but the shape of the muscle is generally the shape of the muscle. So you can really work, and you can see changes. You can shape muscles to an extent, but genetics are obviously going to be a factor when it comes to developing biceps. Last factor that so few gurus want to touch on is the idea of overall weight gain. I mean, if you're 150 pounds soaking wet, you're just not going to have massively powerful arms. You might have some awesome arm development. You might be able to focus on arms to bring them up to par, but you're never going to get that full development unless you gain weight overall. Don't forget the importance of training hard and heavy on all your core compound lifts to add overall body mass. So eat, sleep, train hard, guys, and round those biceps out. JustinWoltering.com. Peace.